So, today I basically got triggered pretty badly. What happened was, I was watching one of Joy Sparkle BS's videos, and she made a whole video about, pretty long one, about how, I guess Tipster Gaming, he has a successful channel, but he got dropped from his network because one of his haters, one of his trolls, I hate to call these people trolls even because it's not, they're not the person lying in wait, waiting for an opportunity to like jump out from under the bridge and go, they're not. I'm talking about cyber terrorists. I mean, really, that's the only way that I can describe them adequately, cyber terrorists. So this cyber terrorist calls his network, basically gives them, all these details about the company and says, it basically tells the network that he lives like nearby of their corporate offices and says that, if they don't drop Tipster Gaming, that he's going to do something to them. His network just drops him, be like, hey, we don't have anything to do with this, which is exactly what the cyber terrorist wants. And it follows Solinsky's rules for radicals. It's like, I don't remember it verbatim, but it's something like isolate, personalize, and then two other things. But yeah, you isolate the person. You make them persona non grata. You take away their ability to make an income, to interact with society. You do everything you can to make it so nobody wants anything to do with them online or offline. I also found out that I was making these response videos to Joy Sparkle. And, I know they were leaving stuff in the video comments to her. They were leaving video links. And it's frustrating because every time I try to make a connection with someone on YouTube, my cyber terrorists are like right there waiting in the wings. They're right there. They're just ready to go guns a-blazing. And a healthy person sees something online about me and believes it, goes, wow, this person is really horrible, because they themselves would never lie about something. Like, for example, I never lie. I'm very truthful and honest, and people know that. And yet, what am I made out to be? I'm made out to be a liar, a Nazi, a schizophrenic, a drunk, anything that they can call me, anything that they can ridicule me. I'm dangerous, I'm violent, I'm blah, blah, blah. And then they edit old videos that are 10, 15, 20 years old. I mean, I started in 2005. Some of these cyber terrorists have been following me since 2005. That's right, 2005, and it's now 2018. That is the level of sickness that these people have. And you can say, well, you back then were saying that you were going to be an actor and a blah, 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 and blah, 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 and, that's offensive because, there's no way you could be any of those things. Well, who the hell are you to tell me what I can and can't be? Who the hell are you people to dictate my life? But see, this is what cyber terrorists do. They try to control. It's just about control. It's how many people's lives can they destroy. I mean, if I would have had a marketing team as committed to making me look good and professional as these cyber terrorists have been committed to making me look bad, I'd have 1 million subscribers. I just know that for a fact. I've lost jobs because of these people. I've lost relationships with these people because of these people. I've lost connections with some of these people. These people, I gave up a situation and an environment where I could have truly thrived. I was set to become a successful actor. I was set to become a successful comedian. I was set to be making a lot of people, fans of mine. I was even set to make my own damn TV show on public television. Can't do that. Nope, sorry, screw you. Screw you. Who are you to decide what you want to be in life? It's up to anonymous people on the internet. Cyber fucking trolls. And see, people sit there and they go, the rare occasion where I can sit down with someone and say, hey, let me tell you about everything that happened, they get scared. Because they're like, oh shit, these people are coming after you like that for no reason. They'll come after me just for associating with you. And I can't blame them. Very few people have the courage to face these people down. Because it takes money to do that. Nobody's going to spend $10,000 or more hunting these people down and, taking them to court. Because these cyber terrorists, they typically have no money. One of these cyber terrorists, I know for a fact, lives in Canada. He's been in and out of the mental health institutions forever. And he's got no money. So I'm supposed to spend thousands of dollars tracking him down and present my evidence to the courts in California and Canada and hope they do something about it. I don't have the money for that. 95% of YouTubers are living below poverty level. Because it's the big dream. It's like being an actor or even a writer. It's like, okay, you're going to hope that you're going to be one out of, I don't know, what is it, 100,000? And maybe eventually one out of 1 million. Can you imagine how many, look at all the people who wish they could have been Hugh Jackman. Look at all the people who wish they could have been, what's her name? Just pick any big female or male celebrity, People from my generation, Arnold Schwarzenegger, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage, all these people, the younger ones now. You look at the younger ones now, the up-and-comers. It's like good-looking blonde women, for example, they're a dime a dozen in LA. And they're all thinking, some of them delusionally so, that they have what it takes. But it's not up to some cyber terrorist to tell them whether they have something to offer or not. It's not up to them. It's up to the individual to decide and to make the effort. And one of these cyber terrorists actually had a conversation with me about, because I would make video responses to Jacqueline Glenn. For a while I was making video responses to Justine. The narrative that they pushed was, oh, Nick is a thirsty, desperate incel virgin who thinks he's gonna get with, fill in the blank YouTube female celebrity, right? That was never my instinct. What do I find out now? Oh, I find out they're emailing Joyce Sparkle. He wants to find where you live. He wants to do this to you. He wants to do that to you. Blah, 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 blah. She doesn't know if they're serious or not. And that's the thing. Nobody's going to have a conversation with me. I'm not even legally allowed to have a conversation about everything that happened. I'm not legally allowed. Because the person who conned me into a real estate agreement, which I didn't understand, who fucking attacked me from behind, who got me thrown into prison for 1.5 years, who got a restraining order against me to deliberately silence my speech, wrote in that little section of additional comments, he is not allowed to say anything about me or my family on social media. Judge was like, that seems reasonable. Oh. Because let's face it, the judge was an incompetent, belligerent, what's the word? He was basically contemptible. That's it. The judge was contemptible. The court was contemptible. I don't have any faith in the legal system. It's like these cyber stalkers, these fucking cyber terrorists are able to use the fucking legal system as their flying monkey. And who's listening to me? Who is listening to a damn thing I have to say? Nobody will even have a conversation with me. But they'll sit there, ears to the ground, for like, to anybody who says anything bad about me. I mean, honestly, it's like, I gave them what they wanted. I left California, and they're still pursuing. The con artist, he's still pursuing. The failed pedophile, comedian, photographer, he's still pursuing. These terrorists who have pursued me since 2005, they're still pursuing. They're still creating a narrative. And the minute that I stand up and say, face me, face me like a man, what do? Oh, he's a dangerous criminal, ah. If I'm some violent, dangerous criminal, why don't I have a list of offenses? I don't. There's the real estate fraud, which I'm not allowed to talk about publicly. Well, I can talk about that. I can't name names. And see, this is what these terrorists do. They want to be removed from, they want to be behind the scenes. They want to be controlling things from behind the scenes. They want to have people on strings and as puppets to do with as they please. And it's just like, and I think about that video yesterday that I saw with about Tipster Gaming on Joyce Sparkle's channel, and it's like she was talking, and I was googling videos afterwards to see, and he's got like all these YouTubers standing up for him. He's got all this support, all this emotional support. And it triggered me pretty bad because even now I don't have any support. I don't even have my own family supporting me. One of the videos these terrorists sent to Joyce Sparkle was a video that I made back in 2012, where it was basically me telling them that if they went after my sister and her children, that I would hunt them down and do something to them. I didn't elaborate, but it basically what had happened was some of these people, including the psychotic who's living in Canada, who's very certifiably mentally ill, basically kept calling found her phone number, kept calling my sister. I mean, they even got CPS involved. CPS showed up to my sister's house multiple times. They said, we got an anonymous tip. We have to investigate this. What does my sister do? Oh, it's your fault, Nick. You're making these people, you have magical powers. You're making these people do magical bad things. Ooh. Nobody else has any fucking moral agency. Nobody else has any fucking responsibility. They want to pretend that it's just the natural way of the universe, So like if you stand in the rain, you're gonna get wet and wear the rain. Ugh. No, motherfuckers, the rain is not a conscious living being that is making a choice. You are making the choice. You bear the responsibility. And I don't know any other guy who, if you threatened his sister and her young children at the time, I don't know of any guy who wouldn't be pretty pissed off. So, I mean, but see, nobody wants to hear the context. Nobody wants to talk to me. They all want to, they'll go to third person, they'll go to the cyber terrorists, they'll go to different sites and they'll say, oh, tell me more about this person.